Hello and welcome to Channels Book Club. I am Olubunmi. Thank you for joining us once again. Let me get us started today by asking you this. How long can you read at a stretch? I mean, how long can you read non-stop before you take a break? Let's spice things up a little bit. How long can you read aloud at a stretch before you take a break? Our guest today recently read long enough to stake a claim to the world record for marathon reading. He is Bayode Treasures Olubunmi. For 6 days at the You Read Public Library, Yaba, Lagos, Bayode read on and on and on until he beats the previous marathon reading record of 113 hours, 15 minutes. Bayode joins us today to share his amazing experience and what motivated him to embark on such a tough task. In our second segment, students of Children's International School, popularly known as CIS, held their annual Literacy Week and hosted a legendary literary figure. You might want to look out for that. But first, enjoy our chat with the marathon reading record breaker. Bayode, nice to have you on Channels Book Club.
Thank you, Yoga Kasum.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
World record breaker.
Well, you say so.
Let's get this straight. The former world record for marathon reading was 113 hours.
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yes.
And then you have read for
122 hours.
122
hours.
hours. So you could have done a lot of things. Why
Yes.
the world record?
Well, I've always been a big dreamer. I love doing big things. So that day, I just had that inspiration. Now, before now, I have applied for 3 records.
Different records?
Different records.
What were they?
In music, the largest orchestra in the world.
You applied for that?
I applied for that. Because I'm into music too.
True. Okay.
You understand? So I applied for the longest football match. That would be played for 30 days, one match.
Interesting.
Continuously.
What's the record for that at the moment?
In just 7 days.
7
Straight
whole
days
playing
but
football.
I'm going for 30 days. Okay. You understand? So I've always think about big things.
So you were turned down rather.
No, I was not.
Okay.
Sponsorship was a problem.
Okay,
So I had to put that
happen.
on pause.
You then stumbled on marathon reading.
Yes, I always research. So I went to online. I went back to Guinness World Record, and I look at the category that had to do with education. And I said, okay, reading aloud. Okay, fantastic. For 113 hours, 15 minutes. Okay? Because I didn't even know what it entails. I didn't know. I just said, okay, let me do this. So I applied to GWR for 16 weeks. They go back to me and say, okay, it has been approved. You can go
Ahead and do it.
Now, how did I prepare? I didn't know.
Okay, I'm coming down to how you prepared. Now, when we say marathon reading,
Yes.
you did 122 hours, right?
Yes.
122 hours at a stretch.
No. Because now, Guinness World Record,
You're having short breaks?
yes, 5 minutes every 1 hour.
Every 1 hour.
But you
5
can
minutes.
accumulate your break. Say I read for 4 hours, that means I will have 20 minutes break. If I read for 12 hours, I will have 1 hour break. You understand? But
A maximum of 2 hours break in a day.
in a day,
So you were not sleeping for how many minutes were you sleeping a day for those? You did it for 5 days, over
for
5
6
days,
days.
6 days.
I tried to sleep. 10 minutes, 20 minutes
In a day.
in a day. Because even the sleep, I try to avoid it because when I slept, coming back to read again, my
What
eye
was
would try to
difficult?
adjust to.
So you were sleeping 10 minutes in a day.
10 minutes, 15 minutes.
How are you doing that? I mean, how is that possible?
Well, I can
How
do
did
all
you stay
things.
awake? Were you taking coffee, caffeine?
In fact, I avoided coffee.
So how did you stay awake?
I don't know.
You just kept reading.
I just kept reading.
You sleep for 10 minutes, wake up.
I just kept reading.
And you had to read aloud, right?
Aloud, yes. Before the major event, when my sponsor, the biggest one of them, came on board, one of the leading markets in Nigeria, they got to know about what I want to do. After I've gone around Lagos, and there was nobody that cared to sponsor. So they heard about it, and they said, okay, can you do it? I said, I can do it. But we are a big brand. We can't put our name behind you
if you can't do it.
if you can't do it. So they asked for a trial run. So in the trial run, I streamed live to them via Periscope. So on that trial run, I did 96 hours.
Non-stop?
Non-stop. So they were like, wow.
96 hours non-stop?
Yes.
You didn't sleep at all?
Well, of course, I followed the normal guideline of Guinness.
2 hours max a day.
Yes. So, but after the trial run, I became afraid. Because then I knew what it entails.
You had experienced it.
After the trial run, I had sore tongue. My tongue was bleeding. My feet were shaking. I could barely speak. But for 1 week, I had to treat malaria. The stress was so much. So I became afraid. I said that, will I go through this rigor again for the major event, but for the cause, but for the vision, but for the goal? I said, if I would die doing this, I must do this. And I am so happy I did it.
This is amazing. This is very inspiring. But I'm still trying to get that picture, that experience. Because, I mean, if I don't sleep, I don't know how I mean, when I work very hard, when I work really hard, I must have my 5 hours.
Exactly. Exactly.
Anything shorter than 5 hours,
it's probably...
The following day, I am barking like a dog at everybody.
In fact,
I'm angry, I'm upset.
When I was trying to prepare, I tried to reach Deepak Sharma, the former current record holder, to see if we can, discuss how he did it, what I can do. But there was no record, there was no address, there was nothing
online. I searched myself.
So, I googled, okay, how not to sleep for days.
How not to
sleep for days.
Who Googles that?
When I say that, in fact, the report that came back was scary. That if you don't sleep for 3 days, you will die. Wow. If you don't sleep for 3 days, you will run mad. So that I know, okay. You mean
was there a point while you were reading? Was there a point when you wanted to quit?
By the 4th day, I was tired. My eyes were tired. My teeth were shaking. In me, I could feel the cold, but my team, they didn't know. I didn't want to scare them. But of course, the Lagos ambulance staff, fantastic guys. They were on ground, always checking my BP, my blood sugar. Fortunately, by His grace, there was no issue with those. So, but by the 4th day, I was tired. I could not see anything again. So I took my break and I prayed with my team. So, during the prayer, it was so emotional, we cried. But I told them, I need to go back. I must go back because people came in and were taking selfies. From the corner of my eye, I could see them. Children from school, they came in, from Unilag, from Yabatech, pupils from primary school, secondary school. I was happy, but that was what I was out to do.
That was your aim.
That is the aim. So when they came in, I was glad. This is what I want to do. So I couldn't afford to quit at that particular point in time. So I said, guys, let me go back. Now, before then, I've been doing 4 hours straight. 4 hours straight, 3 hours, 5 hours. Well, from that from that Friday morning, I started doing 11 hours, 12 hours. Because the zeal doubled.
Non-stop.
Non-stop.
Wow.
I surprised myself.